Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to paint your brake calipers, whether you want to change the color or just make them look nicer. Today I'm going to show you how to do that on my 5th gen Camaro sitting behind me. But these same steps that I'm going to show you how to paint on this vehicle can work on any vehicle. So let's get started. Probably notice wheels are now off, and these are the calipers that we're going to be painting. So as you can tell, they do have Chevrolet and Brembo on there, but we're going to actually lose that. I'm going to give this a whole light sand and prep. Obviously we're going to clean it first, give it a light sand, and we're going to paint it. So we're going to lose this lettering, but I bought some aftermarket vinyl Brembo stickers from Brembo, which will replace this. So it'll give it a cleaner look. It won't say Chevrolet, but it will say Brembo. And the color choice for these calipers, we're gonna go red with white Brembo decal. So I think that's gonna look really good. And obviously the rears are the same way, just a little bit smaller, same lettering. Gonna wipe that all out, same color scheme and everything. So it's gonna be a pretty easy process. The few items you are gonna need to complete this task though, you're gonna need, obviously, some paint. I went with red because that's the color I'm going with. I picked up 2 just in case, don't wanna run out. Calipers are pretty big. Gonna wanna do between 2 to 3 coats, 2 light ones, 1 medium coat to give it that nice smooth finish. Of course, before you start, you're gonna wanna pick up some cleaner. I have this left over from previous jobs, so of course I got backup cleaner just in case I run out. And of course I have sandpaper here to give the finish on the calipers a little bit more smoother surface, give it a chance for the paint to lay out smooth, to give it that more professional, almost like powder coated look. Because I was gonna get these powder coated, but I just think the price for doing it, the time and labor, and also just taking everything off and having to wait a week or 2 and get them back, I just didn't want to do that. Let's just paint them, probably will come out just as nice. So let's get cracking. Next step, let's give these a good cleaning. All right, so now after a good cleaning, the next step is we're gonna actually want to take off the 2 bolts from the back to remove the caliper from the disc, but we're not gonna remove the brake line because then that will involve that we have to re-bleed the brakes. Pull these off, set them up top, and then we'll have more access to the caliper to paint all around. So let's get jumping on that. Well guys, as you can tell, the calipers are off. I was contemplating whether to leave them on, but I figured I would have to tape off the whole inside and then I'd be reaching in, bad angles. You know, I won't be able to do a really good job of getting all the angles, and now I can do a better job of taping off, you know, certain things, giving it a more better sand and paint job, taking my time with it so it comes out really good. Obviously, this is going far and beyond the extra mile. You would not have to do all this. I'm just, you know, OCD when it comes to all this stuff. I mean, come on, I even labeled it passenger side. Yeah, I got issues. Anyways, so what I'm gonna do is, I already took these off. If you have a Camaro, I will show you how to take the other side off, which we'll tackle right now. Well, we're at the driver's side, front, and I like to turn the wheel to the right so it gives you a better angle for the caliper bolt. This is the first caliper bolt right here, and then that's the other one right there. So those 2 you gotta take off. They're 18 millimeter. And then of course, you gotta remove the brake line. So This right here, believe it or not, is an 11 mil. So you take that off, you take the 2 bolts in the back, whole thing comes out. Let's do it. All 4 brake calipers are off. Let's start cleaning these up and prepping them for paint. Alright guys, they're all taped off, cleaned up, ready for spray. Of course, we're going to use this Dopey Color caliper ceramic red paint. Now, the first coat, you just want to get some product on there. You don't want to go too heavy. You just want to get product on there. And then you're going to want to wait 10 minutes in between coats. And then of course the next few coats, it'll be boring watching me do the same thing, so I'll time lapse the rest of it. Here, let's start with the fronts here. Just to get some on there. Okay, they all got some on, and what we're going to do is we're going to wait 10 minutes, and then we'll come back and hit another couple coats. Okay, so these are after about 3 coats. They look pretty good, even in the shade. Once they come out into the sun, they'll probably look really good. So I'm gonna let these dry for about 3-4 hours, and then we'll put them on the car. All right, guys. So I was able to mount them once they got dry enough. Decals are on them. Oh boy, do they look good. Check them out. Fronts, rears. It came out really good. And the rear and the front, the other side, I slapped a wheel on just so you could tell how they'll look through these wheels. Yeah, they're gonna look good. They're gonna look good, especially with it rolling down. You get with these set of wheels, you definitely want nice brakes because you see everything through these wheels. But yeah, so that's it. I will bleed the brakes tomorrow. Brake calipers are done. They're painted, they're mounted. Just gotta bleed them tomorrow, put the wheels on, and we're good to go. All right, guys, here's the final picture. Brakes bled, wheels back on the ground. And boy, does it look nice. Look at that. It's really good. Definitely gives the brakes a facelift. Looks factory. And of course, you know, in the upcoming videos, the white's going, you're gonna have a carbon fiber hood, all that good stuff. Stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's the new looking wheels revamped. And it looks really good. I'm happy the way it came out. I mean, honestly, I don't think you could even tell if these were painted or powder coated by looking at them. They look really good. But anyways, guys, that's it. That's how you make your calipers look awesome. So this is Kevin Costantino. See you next time.